Hello everyone, my name is Klein. I'm actually a first time here at WLPC, and I was asked to show some results from the Wi-Fi 6 party 2 days ago. So I decided to call it the Wi-Fi 6 after party. So while you were having fun last night at WLA pub quiz, I was upstairs in my hotel room quickly creating all of these slides. But I had some fun with them as well, so you'll see in a minute. So 2 days ago, Roel and Francois were standing here. They were presenting their state of the Wi-Fi 6 presentation. And at the end, they showed this image. They were arranging a Wi-Fi 6 party in Zurich 1, and basically they invited anyone who had a Wi-Fi 6 device. Well, since I have an AX200 adapter in my laptop, I figured, well, why the hell not? It should be a fun evening. So I went over there, and I guess I kind of misinterpreted the invitation, because it turned out to be a WLAN party, and the difference between a WLAN party and a LAN party is you get like all the nerds, but none of the video games. No offense to the nerds, I'm a massive nerd myself, so I fit right in. So here's a picture of the event. There's me standing in the middle, looking around if anyone's about to start an Unreal Tournament server. Wasn't happening, but what we did have was just loads of equipment. You see loads of WLAN PIs running packet captures and running iPerf. They had several 802.11ax access points from different vendors, and they also had a bunch of Wi-Fi 6 clients connecting to those APs. And what they were trying to do was getting that access point to actually send OFDMA frames to those clients. So I figured, oh, they're playing a different game. They're actually playing Packetmon OFDMA. Well, I'm up for that. So I took my laptop, I got ComView for Wi-Fi installed, which also uses the AX200 adapter. I had my sidekick with me. I started Echo and just started looking at the packets, looking at the spectrum. So for a long time, actually not much was happening. It was just regular OFDMA we were seeing, but like David already explained, the problem is that Broadcom only very recently released their firmware supporting OFDMA for their chipsets. So vendors are only right now starting to implement those OFDMA features into their access points. So most access points were only showing regular OFDM up until we connected MIST AP43. And that's when the magic started happening. Now, first thing to note about this is all commercial equipment. This was an enterprise access point, and these were 4 Samsung phones. So that's pretty exciting to actually see OFDMA working on commercial devices. Second thing to note, which was really odd, but after Troy's speech, I think it makes more sense. Every time the OFDMA signature popped up, it looked like 8 bands, but we had 4 clients. You would expect like 4 baby RUs, but we had 8 baby RUs. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's the pilot frames, like Troy said, that's still splitting up the RUs. And third of all, this didn't appear every single time. When we booted up the AP, it would almost immediately show the signature, and then for several seconds, and then would disappear, and then a couple of seconds more. But I don't know what happened. I think we scared it. It ran away like a scared cat. And then you could look at the spectrum for an hour and maybe see it for like a split second. So it's very shifty. You don't constantly see it on your spectrum analyzer. So after this, when I got back to my hotel room, I thought, well, okay, I've got the Area 51 shaky cam video, but I'd like to show some more results. So I actually looked at the packet captures I took with ComView. I've recorded a bit with Echo Pro, and I started to put that into some screenshots, actually showing OFDMA at work. So to the left, you see a trigger frame, OFDMA trigger frame. And you can see here that one client is getting 106 tones, and the other 2 clients are getting 52 tones in this case. And on the right side, you see the Echo spectrum capture, but unfortunately once you start running a survey on Echo, then the resolution and the frame rate drops, so you don't get to see those nice clear bands that we saw in the video. So this was about the best image I could get out of 30 minutes of survey data, but you still see those 8 baby RUs. I didn't go too deeply into the packet analysis myself. I just got out of Peter's CWAP class, so I just started getting some packet knowledge, so I have no understanding of 802.11ax anyway, but I'm really anxious to start learning about that. I'm also curious if anyone else was present at the Wi-Fi 6 party, if they also have packet captures to share maybe, because I've also put up a link. I put my packet captures in a Dropbox file. You can download it at the link above. If anyone else has packet captures they want to share from 802.11ax captures, contact me on Twitter, and I'll put them in as well. I make sure I'll give you credit. One thing I already heard from Germund is he noticed my captures were actually missing frames. It didn't have the multiple station block X. So I don't know how that exactly happened. Perhaps that's a problem with the current version of ComView and their driver for the AX200. But anyway, I'm really curious as to what other people have captured from these sessions. Also, Francois has updated his blog about how we can actually capture packets with Jetson Nano. So be sure to check that out. And I also want to give a shout out to these people below here who were present and arranging things and just making the magic happen. But most importantly, you still owe me a couple of rounds of Unreal Tournament. So thank you very much.